Sanyod Restaurant is a Cantonese restaurant with Rat Na Cantonese style recipe that's fragrant with sesame oil and doesn't need any extra seasoning for each plate. There's also tender grilled duck with texture that's like caressing the tongue, one that's not one whit inferior to Cantonese recipe Rad Nah. It's the two menu that you have to try once in your life. They have been creating delicious dishes for over 58 years and got a spot in the Gourmand Michelin Guide Thailand for 3 years straight from 2018 to 2020. If you love Thai food, please subscribe, like, share, and comment so you don't miss any exclusive content that dig deeps into more Thai food than anywhere else. Sawasdee and welcome to Thai Food Universe during Thai Food Near Me part. My name is Doi Tirapas. Today we're taking you to see Sanyod Restaurant is a Cantonese restaurant with Rat Na Cantonese style recipe that's fragrant with sesame oil and doesn't need any extra seasoning for each plate. There's also tender grilled duck with texture that's like caressing the tongue, one that's not one whit inferior to Cantonese recipe Rad Nah. It's the two menu that you have to try once in your life. They have been creating delicious dishes for over 58 years and got a spot in the Gourmand Michelin Guide Thailand for 3 years straight from 2018 to 2020. Chinese food means traditional food of Chinese people, which includes mainland China, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. There are various types, different for each local area. Usually they tend to eat food with vegetables and grains. Outside the court there are meat dishes that's well known such as noodle, dim sum, shark fin, and fish stomach. The tradition eating style is by being together and using chopsticks as menu. Cantonese cuisine are Chinese food that stands out in cooking to keep the freshness of food as best as possible. They usually use a lot of oyster sauce and vegetable. The seasoning will mainly make the food look fresh with a gentle taste. There are also dim sum that's well known in famous food like suckling pig, grilled duck, and fried quail. Rad Nah, or noodle with thick sauce, is a first few type of Chinese noodle dish that were only sold in large restaurants. Afterwards, they started to become more popular and so Chinese people started to sell them worldwide. They are made by frying noodle with a little oil and then leave it to rest. The sauce they put on top are boiled from bones and flour to get the stickiness. The meat that are usually used are pork and shrimps, or can be other types of meat as well. They usually marinate the meat with garlic first to have the meat tender and chewy. Most popular vegetable ingredients is kale, or if it's other then it can be Cantonese vegetable or cabbage. The deliciousness comes from the burning fragrant from the pan, the noodle that should be a little burned and puffy. The stir-frying must be done by someone skilled and the sauce must be sticky with a sweet bean paste smell creating a mellow flavor. Today, Rad Nah is considered a very popular dish by Thai people. The noodles used in Rad Nah varies quite a lot. Usually it's fat noodles that are used to fry with oil and black soy sauce first. But besides that, people also use white egg noodle, yellow egg noodle, and then are fried until crispy. In some case, Rad Nah also has eggs added in or fried separately and put on top. It can be either fried egg or omelette. Rad Nah that we're spreading in Thailand receives its influences from Chinese cuisine. They came in by the Chinese, especially those from Teochew Chinese descendants. Rat Na in the first stage were usually sold wrapped in banana leaves, and came with Cantonese vegetable and bamboo shoots. The sauce were quite little and therefore have been modified to different types. The ones that were most widely spread in Thailand came from three main Chinese sources. The Hong Kong-style Rad Nah where they don't use bean paste and are seasoned with jihui oil. Cantonese-style Rad Nah where garlic and bean paste are added, and kale was mainly used. Teochew Rad Nah with a denser colored sauce, added in bean pastes as a whole and no oyster sauce were used. They also add kale in the sauce. Bang Rak is an old Chinese community area with many Cantonese living there. Therefore it has become the birthplace of skilled duck grilling chef, Rat Na cooking and noodle making for over 58 years. Grandfather Chuan Pui Suing, the grandfather generation has opened this Cantonese recipe Rad Nah at Sri Wihang Alley. Next, in the year 1962 the restaurant became Sanyod Eatery, which comes from the word Sanyod meaning prosperity. This restaurant is situated in the corner of Rad Wihang Alley around Sathon-Bang Sin. They sell Cantonese food, grilled duck, Rad Nah, and authentic Cantonese egg noodle. They even became famous in the Bang Rak area and customers in general are attracted by the unique taste of this place. Today, the name Sanyod became a name that's engraved in the heart of many patrons to be one of the most authentic Cantonese recipe restaurant, one that still keeps its original taste, because we seasoned it plate to plate, care about the ingredient and strictly follow the ancient art of cooking. The place has been passed down to the second generation, which is Father Nam Chai Ben Charoenkrung. Today Mr. Pirabon Ben Charoenkrung, the third generation, has continued the delicious legacy from his grandfather and father. He improved his restaurant to be better and better and keep the standard that the customer love, as well as accept new customers. In the year 2018, the restaurant received Bib Gourmand Michelin Guide Thailand and received it consecutively in 2019 and 2020 as well. This made people know of the place more and support his work to improve the original Cantonese recipe further, so that it doesn't disappear from the passage of time. Let's look at the first menu, which is the signature dish of the restaurant, and it is the white rice noodles Hong Kong pork kale Rad Nah at 150 baht. The Rad Nah at Sanyod are made only one plate at a time. They don't cook in large pan like other places. I decided to go with white rice noodle Rad Nah with top vegetable. Pork that are marinated with a special sauce of the restaurant and fat noodle that are fried in hot pan so that it doesn't get too crispy and still have burning fragrant of the fat noodle. Once the sauce is poured on top, it became like heaven on earth. The color of the Rat Nah of Sanyod will be intense brown, more than other place. The taste goes without saying that it's unique. The fat noodle will be crispy and fragrant from the burning pan. The pork is tender and deliciously fits well. The Rad Nah sauce fragrant with sesame oil and mellow taste, a little sweet, a little salty, not too intense. No additional seasoning is required to complete the plate. It's a dish that you have to try once in your life. Next is a menu: shrimp jaw grilled duck egg noodle at 140 baht. Egg noodle of this place uses po noodle or flagged yellow noodle with chewy texture. It comes together with sweet shrimp jaw that's extremely special. Topped with grilled duck that's crispy on the outside and tender, juicy on the inside, giving off a fragrant smell. It can be said that this is the ideal grilled duck. It's the grilled duck how it's supposed to be. If anyone went there and ordered grilled duck as a plate, the restaurant will prepare the sauce poured directly on top for us. I suggest you get the sauce separately because I want you to taste how the original without the sauce and the one with the sauce will be like. For me, the original without sauce is already really delicious. It's a menu you have to try once in your life. Moreover, Sanyod still have menu like grilled duck, stir-fried vegetables with Sathon, bitter gourd topped with tau si, bell pepper, stir-fried tofu, khoi mi, rice tuyong, ngok kwai, crispy basil seed cucumber, jellyfish salad, owi ginkgo wipe, soybean milk salad. Each menu is appetizing to behold. To get to Sanyod Restaurant Sathon-Bang Rack Branch, drive on Charoenkrung Road and turn left into Sathon. Drive straight and turn left into Charoenkrung Road. Go 100 meters further and you will see Sanyod Restaurant on the left. For those who brought their own car can park at the parking of Sanyod Restaurant. Sanyod Restaurant accepts both cash and credit card. Sanyod Restaurant Sathon-Bang Rack Branch is 400 meters away from BTS Sathon-Bang Station Exit 3. Sanyod Restaurant Sathon-Bang Rack Branch is open from Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. until 8:30 p.m. As for Saturday and Sunday, they will be open from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. You can ask for more information at 6622347968. I accept all comments that are different from mine. Because, regarding the taste of how each person like, they are all different. Please kindly comment and respect others. I would like to tell that every restaurant we visit, we pay the expenses ourselves. We do this in order to tell you honestly whether this restaurant is delicious or not delicious from our point of view. If you'd like to support and encourage us to make a special exclusive content digging deeper into Thai food, you can support us with details in the description below. Before we leave, please let me know what your favorite Cantonese food restaurant is. If you love Thai food, please subscribe, like, share, and comment along with pressing the notification bell so you don't miss any exclusive content that dig deeps into more Thai food than anywhere else. Only this way Thai Food Universe.